give us an update of what's happening.
Welcome to the Eagle Square, the venue of the PDP National Convention 2021. And so this is what it looks like at the moment here at the Eagle Square, where members and delegates of the People's Democratic Party will converge, or were converging now for their national convention. This is perhaps the largest gathering of the political party coming together as one to elect their officials. And just to my left, you will see ballot boxes tagged as INEC ballot boxes, and the cubicles are there in preparations for the voting process. Although we understand that most of the positions are now agreed to be consensus. But what you can see in the atmosphere just around me, everywhere it's demarcated. Each of the stands, according to the different states of the federation, where the delegates are going to be coming from. And of course, we understand now that most of the accreditation for the delegates are happening at the old parade ground. Afterwards, they will march them here after they've been accredited and given their tags. They will be able to be allowed into the arena here. What we can see at the moment, officials who are already here. We see at the VIP box behind me. You could see also the officials that are there, the party officials, governors, ex-governors, national party officials who are already converging there. And if you see around the atmosphere, they're playing music in some kind of effective mood of some sort. So if you look around, basically, it gives you an understanding of what to expect in the coming hours. An event that is planned for 2 days, considering the voting and election process. Effectively, almost 30-something positions are going to be vied for the PDP NWC positions and the non-NWC positions. But what we can see on the ground are just a trickle of the delegates who have arrived there, those who have been accredited. And in a short while, we should have a sense of what will happen in the coming hours. And that is how it's looking right here at the Eagle Square, the venue of the PDP National Convention 2021.
I just, before I let you go, you know, there's been quite a build-up to this conference, to this convention of the People's Democratic Party. And I know that you have had quite a number of conversations with various stakeholders, you know, all of the contestations and counter-contestations that culminated in the court decision of yesterday. How do you see all of that playing out? And for this convention, what are the expectations that you feel might come up as a result of some of the conversations you have heard, given all the contestations that have happened before now?
Great. I mean, fantastic question. You know what is happening? The politics of those who agree to consensus and those who did not agree to consensus. And that is a feeling that I'm getting, because the boxes there and the cubicle that you're seeing over there signify one thing, that there might be some kind of voting that will happen today. If there were a consensus all through the way, it then means that probably there won't be any kind of voting, because usually in a consensus situation, when opposition is named and there's a consensus candidate, usually what you have is a voice vote. But we understand that there might be some kind of voting, which tells you that there's some contestation. First and foremost, what you can see right now is that if those cubicles give us the exact picture of what is happening, is the fact that 3 positions up until yesterday night were still there's discussions and conversations on whether or not anybody will step down to agree on the consensus system of voting. But we understand those 3 positions: the national youth leader, the deputy national vice chairman, South, and the auditor of the party. Those 3 positions, we understand there are some contestation. Aside those 3 positions, they are all supposed to be a consensus. But for now, still no news on whether or not anybody had considered for the consensus for those 3 positions. If everything remains the same, those 3 positions remained contested for, then those cubicles right behind me are going to be put to use, and balloting will happen effectively.
Just one last one, Shehu, and you have 30 seconds. Do you see this convention coming up with a result that will make the PDP the virile opposition party it is supposed to be?
Sorry, say that again, please.
Do you see this convention helping the PDP to take its pride of place as the virile opposition it is supposed to be?
Absolutely. The PDP has been struggling since 2015. The election of 2015 hit the party, and they've been trying to resolve their internal issues up until 2019. And in fact, up until now, you remember what's happened in the appeal court. Prince Uche Secondo said he's going to appeal the situation. There's been some disagreement with the party. Reconciliation Committee, Bala Mohammed committee to reconcile members of the party who are aggrieved. If they can resolve the internal issues in the party, it will allow them focus on the role of being a viral opposition that they should be, that the constitution or the laws provide them to be as a political party. Today will give us a sense of the direction where PDP should go, the position they should play in Nigeria's politics. If they're playing a good opposition role, it will help our politics. Eventually, we'll see a better polity. That's my feeling of what today's election will look like and what it portends for perhaps, they call them perhaps the biggest political party in sub-Saharan Africa.
And that, I think, will be the expectation of many Nigerians right now. Thank you very much, Shehu Kimbaloye, for the update you have given us, and all the best today.